Welcome back, guys, and today we have a pretty spicy one. This is don't worry, there will be no tier 1 deck today. This is my Naya Dino ramp deck, which is an archetype as old as time, but it got some pretty significant, got one especially pretty significant upgrade in the expansion, which of course being Incubation Druid, which for 2 mana is just your standard mana dork taps for any mana of any color, which is pretty nice. But if you can get a +1/+1 counter on it, whether that's by adapting or, more importantly, if it's either by New Horizons or a Savage Stomp, which is why I'm running the Dino deck, then this thing now suddenly taps with 3 mana. And that allows you to get some pretty absurd ramp going on, i.e. you can go turn 2 Incubation Druid, turn 3 New Horizons, and then you can, on turn 4 you'll be able to cast either Gisath or a Zacama, which is pretty powerful, apparently. I have done that before, and it has won me the game, unsurprisingly. But yeah, I mean that's really the big change in the deck. There's not really any other new cards I am running, but the most important, of course, being the mana base. The Stomping Grounds is pretty nice for the deck. But apart from that, it's really just your standard Naya dinosaur deck. You have the 4 Thunderherd migrations. Actually, I prefer these over the Druid of the Cowl, not Druid of the Cowl, the dinosaur 2 mana dorks. I can't remember the names off the top of my head. But because obviously this can't be killed, it can fix your mana of any color, and it's just more reliable. We have so many dinosaurs in the deck. And we also have Commune with Dinosaurs. Obviously, that's really, really powerful card. It can help you survive by finding something like a Ranging Raptors or a Ripjaw Raptor. Or, of course, it can help you find one of your big bombs. And then Deafening Clarion. This should definitely be 4 Deafening Clarions. I just don't want to blow my other wild card on it. So, full disclaimer: this should be 4 Deafening Clarions and take out the Star of Extinction. But you know, I'm trying to preserve my wild cards so I can build up to a new deck. And then we also have 1 Thrashing Bronton on just for them pesky artifacts / enchantments. Ranging Raptors, more ramp, buys you time. Probably is one of the more important cards in the deck versus aggro. These are kind of stabilizers to help you buy time. Ranging Raptors and Regisaur Alpha, both very powerful in the deck, and just they're very good at holding the ground and just buying you time, like I said. And then of course we have our big finishers. Zacama does a lot, as you can see, and just often just 9/9. It's just brutal card. Probably the best thing you can ramp into in standard, apart from Hydroid Crisis. And Gisath is one of the funnest cards in this deck. Even if you're not playing it on turn 4, it's very fun to force your opponent to answer at instant speed. Otherwise, they could face a nasty surprise. I have hit like 2 Ripjaws, 2 Regisaurs, and a Zacama once, which is my personal highlight. But apart from that, mana base is mostly hindered by my lack of wild cards. But as that is tradition at this point. But mana base isn't too important because, like I said, we have all these fixes in our deck, so it shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, let's get on to some gameplay here. Like I said, the deck isn't tier 1. Generally it folds to aggro unless you get a poor draw and you can get a Deafening Clarion. But you know, sometimes they don't have a good draw, and then you can capitalize on that. This hand is pretty stereotypical. It's pretty good though. We have a turn 3 Ripjaw Raptor, and we have a lot of ramp going on. Ooh, that's nice. Now we have the combo, as you can see. Incubation plus New Horizons. Probably won't go for it just because I'm not ramping into anything, unless I draw like a big bomb here. But looks like we're playing Esper Control, which is also not a good matchup. If I was playing sideboard matches, I'd probably be running like 4 Carnage Tyrants. Okay, well there goes Ripjaw Raptor. So I guess we are just going for an absurd amount of ramp right now. Because you get to do a pretty cool trick with New Horizons. I'll show you it when we get to our turn. Because obviously if you... Ooh, okay. This could be a potential turn 4 Gisath if our opponent doesn't kill us here. But yeah, I'll show you the trick. If you tap all 3 lands, because you have to do it like this, otherwise it auto-tap screws you over. Then you play the New Horizons. Now you put the +1 counter here. Now this can tap for 3, which allows us to play another ramp spell. So going to get my white source here. Not too necessary, obviously, now we have the New Horizons, but it's something to keep in mind. Apparently we're having a bit of lag here. This is awkward. Okay, hopefully it just reconnects us instantly. Hey, it did. That's not too bad. Normally for me it takes ages to reconnect me, but I think we'll be okay here. Discard a card. I will get rid of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm just going to get rid of the Thundergrave Migration. And we actually get to connect here. So, this is the dream come true. The turn 4, is it? And let's see what our opponent can do. Roll the dice, and we hit. Not a bad hit. Now we'll commune. And I guess we'll just take some Petal Growth. And the opponent's dead, yeah, so that's how you win a game, Magic. Was that the turn 4 game? I did not expect to get that game 1. I'll fully disclose that. But yeah, that's the power of the deck. Let's put it like that. Our opponent stripped our hand, we ripped into the 8 drop, and they didn't have an answer. So I really can't complain there. Let's put it like that. Oh, it would have been the cherry on the cake if we'd hit the Zacama, but I'm not gonna complain. I don't think I can afford to complain that game. Yeah, that was the turn 4. That was the turn 4 Gisath, which is all you can ask for. Magic's a game, everyone. Magic is a game. Anyway, let's see what this one's like. Again, it's a turn 3 Ripjaw Raptor if we hit a land drop anyway, and it's pretty likely with the commune. So I'll keep. We have a lot of remove. This is more of a mid-range hand, but I'll not say no. Well, I might just play the mountain, to be honest. I don't need another green source, so yeah. It saves us some life if our opponent's playing Merfolk and is more aggressive. Let's see what they do. Sure, okay, looks like, okay, if this is their Wilderness Reclamation deck, we might be in trouble. But it looks like it's Gates. But he's running Breeding Pool, which is pretty unusual. Reveal a dinosaur card? No, yeah, we'll reveal a dinosaur card and play you. Just gonna get another green here. We've already got all our colours. But yeah, Gates is. To be honest, I've not played the Gates matchup. I can't imagine it's favoured because their creatures are somehow bigger than ours. But I guess all their removal is damage based, which is nice versus Ripjaw. Speaking of, I'm just going to play it out. Although, of course, Zacama is just filthy versus my opponent because can destroy target artifact, so I can just kill his gate colossuses forever. I'm not really worried about the Colossus though, I'm more worried about the Gatekeeper Ram. Okay, so we have 4 mana. We can... I think we just take a turn off here to ramp. Just to get our mana into it, so I'm gonna play New Horizons. Target you. I should have done that post main, I forgot about the counter. And we'll reveal a dinosaur card. Might as well reveal you. And we'll get a red source. Okay, so I mean, if we lose by 1 point here, that was my bad, but I don't think I'm not too worried about that. Go Spiral. I think if we win this game, we'll win it comfortably or we'll lose comfortably. I don't think it's going to be a case of our opponent is ramping all to hell though. But I mean, we're going to smack him for 8 this turn. So our opponent is technically on a 2-turn clock. Although I'm fully expecting the gate to blaze, but I'm going to play into it anyway. Because if they gate spillers, we draw a card off the Ripjaw and then we get to just throw out a bunch of Rending Raptors and go from there. Sure enough. Like I said, we get to draw a card. If we draw like a Zacama or something, obviously, that's kind of what we're aiming for at this point. New Horizons isn't bad though. Aqua Angel, okay. That's a lot of life. So yeah, 12. Okay, so we're just gonna play. Getting a bit of choppiness. Yep. And then if he sits back here, I can obviously Savage Stomp. I'm not sure that's something I want to do, but Savage Stomp isn't really going to be good unless I draw one of my bombs anyway, so I might just fire it off, just to ramp some more. Try and dig into one of my bombs here. I don't think I bottomed one with the Commune, I'm going to check. Well, there's the Gatebreaker Ram. I think Zacama or bust at this point, really. Because the gate is still small enough to die to the Zacama. Well, that's not Zacama. 357. Frustratingly, we're 1 point off being able to kill the Gatebreaker Ram. I could just Savage Stomp because of that, which I'm not sure is the right play. I think it's not really worth it. Because our opponent, if they just play a gate, it just negates it. So I'm just going to pass back here. Maybe I should be killing this Archangel because it is getting pretty big now. But yeah, I think I'm just going to chump just to he doesn't have the gate notably, but I think I'm just going to chump, and then next turn I'm just going to Savage Stomp and just chump again, I think. Just try and buy myself some time here. Hopefully Star Extinction's another nice draw. So we're going to play you, get our... Might as well just get our planes. But yeah, this isn't looking particularly good. We need one of our 4 bombs here. And even the Gatebreaker Ram isn't particularly good versus... I mean, even the Gisath isn't particularly good versus Gatebreaker Ram because it's got Vigilance and it's bigger. But I mean, we would, and we'd be forced to trade it off, and that would be very sad. But I think it's, yeah. Well, now I can't even trade it off. Okay, Zacama Robust. 5 cards deep. We just saw. Technically, it keeps me alive, I think. But now I kind of have to go for this Savage Stomp. Just put it on you so I thin my deck a bit more. Don't really have an attack, and can threaten to trade off his entire board here. Of course, if he has the Gates players, I'm dead, but hey, if he has it, you know. He can dig a lot for it as well with all them Shimmer possibilities and all that, but yeah. Gates is, I think, they tend to go bigger than us Gates, and that's kind of the thing. We're more of a mid-range ramp, but Gates is a powerful deck. I will say that. Don't underestimate Gates. Ugh. I'm trying to think if I could have done anything differently. I don't think there really was. It was pretty much Zacama there. You need to find your biggest bomb if you're going to try and play up against Gates. Okay, this hand is a lot of ramp, and we can dig for like a mid-range threat here, so I think I'll keep. If our opponent's playing like an aggro deck, we're in deep in trouble, but I mean that's just the case in general. So if I didn't keep hands that were if I didn't keep hands that were bad against aggro, I wouldn't be playing this deck. Let's put it that way. I'm not gonna play the Stomping Ground yet because I want to find a dinosaur. Luckily, we did find one. So now our Thundergirds, we can start playing on turn 2, and this can be a Savage Stomp target at the very least. Black Green or Sultai? Hopefully it's Black Green because Kratos is a busted magic card. Reveal dinosaur card. You. Get myself gonna give myself another green. Don't need the white now that I've got the clifftop retreat. We only need the white for the Zacama and Gisath. So looks like we're playing Saprons. So I mean we do have sweepers in the deck. That's a pretty nice one. I don't think I'm going to Savage Stomp this turn. I'm not really ramping into anything, so I think I'm just going to play this and then pass it back to my opponent. They can't attack now unless they have a removal spell. And if they're willing to blow a removal spell on a Ranging Raptor, I'm pretty happy about that. And I'd rather save my Savage Stomp for like a Lord or like a Tendershoot Dryad. They're kind of the cards that kill. Okay, looks like it's actually Black-Green Sacrifice. I didn't see that coming. And 6/6 is pretty big. So I think I'm just going to play you. Reveal a dinosaur card. Thrashing Brontoton. Get lag, but get something. Just get my planes now. Play a Rootbound Crag. And play you. No attacks, but I mean we're dead in 4 turns here. We need a big dinosaur. 6/6 is pretty big, especially as our opponent played it on turn 4. So Demon Catastrophe pretty powerful versus our deck, which is bad against small creatures. Tendershoot Dryad, that's our Savage Stomp target at the very least. On the bright side. Deafening Clarion is pretty good. I can't bait this thing into dying though, although I can do this. This is actually really nice. Okay, so I'm going to Savage Stomp. Target creature I control. Target you. Yep. So deal 4 to you. Now Deafening Clarion. Okay, so I mean we're on an empty board now. Our opponent has more cards than us, but we have more mana. And yeah, we'll see what they play now. If they have a second Tendershoot, we're in deep trouble, but that was a pretty nice draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can play anything we draw in our deck now. So it's really on our opponent to it's really on our deck to be kind to us. Let's put it like that. And hope our opponent doesn't have too much going on. Trying to think. Ripjaw Raptor's a nice draw. Obviously the big bombs are the nice draw. Commune with Dinosaurs. See what our opponent does here. Yeah, they're passing it back to us. There's a second Clarion. Gonna play my land out and pass it to them. Looks like we might be having a staring contest. Okay, Spore Swarm's a nice one. Hopefully they like just deploy their entire hand here. Like another Tendershoot would be really nice. Slimefoot would be bad, but I'd have to cast it. Okay. Do I blow it now or do I go down to 8? I'm going to give it one more turn. I could just die here because if they play Slimefoot then we hit us for 3 and then when we wipe the board we're in deep trouble, but I don't know. I feel like I have to go for it here. I have to hold it, I mean, because our opponent just plays like another threat here. We need to save our removal. Sweepers are very important for this matchup. See, if I'd cast it there, I would have been really in deep trouble. Opponent's going to, of course, explore 4. Okay, I wish I didn't have to click done every time. It's pretty obnoxious, but yeah. So now we have to fire for the sweeper. That's actually really nice. Because we get to draw a card now, this sweeper cantrips. Of course our opponent's just going to kill it with the Chupacabra, but at least they're not killing something else at that point. I don't think we're going to get any more value out of that. I mean, this technically the Ripjaw just goes a cantrip, like I said, so kind of had to go for it. last card is Slimefoot, damn it. Well, we need another sweeper now. Okay, Gisath's really nice, come on. Be kind to us, old Gisath. Come on. We need a good hit here. Opponent could chump to try and give me less cards, but I don't think that's a particularly winning line. Yep. Moment of truth. How kind are you, deck? Oh, you are very kind. Yep. Can you deal with this opponent? Because they're dead next turn. What would they need? They need like, I don't even know what they need. Fine Finale. Fine Finale is probably the best draw, but even then. Yep, see you later. Good old Gisath saving the day. Not a turn too soon. Not a turn too soon. And we're gonna call it there because Arena seems to be lagging like all hell. And you know, 2 wins is the elusive. Especially, I did not expect to get 2 wins today. I'll put it like that, and especially 2 wins is as spicy as them ones. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did. The deck is a blast. It's so much fun, and you got to see that in game 1. And I'd like to say thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.